I thought I would share with you what it was like for an American to go to England and race in the largest race ever held in the UK. Once we arrived, we went and got a caravan that we would live in for the rest of the weekend at the track. We drove the caravan up from Toddington to Silverstone and waited for the rest of the team to arrive. The next morning, a couple clubs were on track racing while we had to get our car through scrutineering and ready for qualifying later that night. Seeing 100 cars lined up 6 to a garage ready to go out for qualifying all at once was an amazing sight. It took several minutes to walk the length of the hot pits to shoot this video of every garage. The start of the race went surprisingly smooth, with no crash going into corner 1. We started to quickly climb up positions with our driver putting down fast laps. 99 cars started the race, making this the largest race ever at Silverstone and the largest race ever in the UK. The largest change from typical tracks in America was the technology the tracks had to track the cars. Being a Formula 1 track, we could bring up displays showing not only our current position, but the exact location of any car on the track in real time. This event also was broadcast live, and most teams had the broadcast up as well, which allowed you to know what was happening on the track, such as the cause of a full course yellow situation. At the beginning of our race, our car looked like a pristine, brand new car. However, within 10 laps of the race, a first driver had rolled the car. Our German mechanics made quick work of removing the windscreen, which had developed a crack in front of the driver's view. The officials told us that we would also have to remove the rear hatch if we had removed the windscreen. I was the first driver out without a windscreen.
Well, at the moment, Drift and Drive, we have no update. They'll probably be recovered into the pit lane, or probably will be in the pit lane as we speak.
And also, I've sort of just seen what might have been the American car, which is the C1 USA car, or another one of the yellow cars out there, but it had no windscreen, I'm pretty sure.
That's a bit risky.
I just saw a car coming into Magnus and Beckett's, and it looks as though it had no windscreen. So unless I'm seeing things, and it was the glass was that clear, but I don't think it was. So
unless it's a Perspex one rather than glass.
Yeah, but you still get a reflection from it, though, wouldn't you? Really?
You would do.
So.
You would do. But whoever's behind the wheel of that car, if there is no windscreen in it, you are one very brave individual.
Just thanks to an update from SHXRT77RLH. Tina Cooper had to pull out of the event due to an injury. Thanks for the update on that one. So the interest we've got is purely going by the...
There is no windscreen.
There we go.
That's the 416.
416. So 416 that's had the problem.
And it's got no rear windscreen either. There is complete...
And that is the C1 USA car that we saw. So obviously whatever's happened to it when we first saw it, it was away from the cameras. Whatever's happened to it, it's obviously had an accident which has warranted it to lose its front and rear windscreen. So I reckon that car's going to be a bit chilly for the next 22 hours.
You're not kidding there, Scott. You're not kidding there at all. Stefan Gottwald says which car is leading. It is still Viking in the 419 by just over 0.3 of a second from AB Motorsport. Eastgate Automotive, well, AB Motorsport seems to be the quickest of the top three at the moment. A 3:06.199 on the last tour. So the C1 USA in the 416 currently sitting in 98th position That's really going to be interesting to see. Yes, weight saving, boys, says Fatty on YouTube. That's actually right. So we might be having. Now the thing is that we've had a few pit stops, so the marshalling team and also race control will be having a clean eye on what's been going on. It also looks like they've taped up the right rear quarter window on the 416, so whoever is behind the wheel of the C1 USA car is definitely going to need a very hot heated water blanket when they get in to the pits. So the air temperature at the moment here at Silverstone is very much a very balmy, well, I'd say probably more like very cold temperature. It's 9 degrees, so we've gone under double digits here. So whoever's behind the wheel of the 416, oh, kudos to you. So the wind's going to be buffeting through the front and rear windscreen, the 416, which now comes round the final corner here at Silverstone, heading onto the straightaway.
Other cars started to roll over after ending up in the gravel traps, and those who shared a garage with us had our German mechanics at hand to quickly remove their windscreens as well. Before the race was over, 15% of the cars in the race had rolled over, and one car had been rolled twice. I woke up in the morning to find out that overnight our car had been pit maneuvered into the wall. Our German mechanics were able to get the car back onto the track, but our only goal was to finish the race. We did finish the race, and I was able to bring the car across the finish line.
So some statistics for you ladies and gentlemen out there. Just over 24 hours ago, we started this race with a record-breaking 99 cars for the biggest global single-make race in motorsport history. It is also the biggest UK-held event, the previous record being beaten by 24 cars.
And it really has been an unbelievable 24 hours of racing, because it's not only made history, but it made history with one of the most unbelievable finishes you'll probably see, not just in this season, but probably for a while in not just UK motorsport, but in Europe motorsport, in at the very least in Europe, because that was a finish that genuinely, even though we keep saying it, you try and script it, you just couldn't, because either just wouldn't believe you, or it'd be too cliche.
The Cinderella story, if I'm honest, Scott, has truly taken place. It isn't the higher echelons, it's not WEC, it is not Le Mans, it is not Formula One, it is the Distrigo Parts Distribution C1 Racing Series that brought 99 cars here this very weekend.